There we go.
Good afternoon. This is Micaiah Jackson with the JFK Report. We're here in downtown Phoenix at the Turning Point USA America Fest convention. It's been a gorgeous turnout. This is day 3, and standing next to me is Jerrod Sessler. He's running for Congress in District 4 of the state of Washington, and he needs to kick out the rhino, Dan Newhouse. We need him out. He's a bad guy. He voted for a false impeachment on a sitting president, Donald J. Trump. Now, Jerrod, how are you doing today?
Doing really good. Thanks, Micaiah. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that. And also, Jerrod's a former NASCAR driver, so it's pretty cool. This guy is an American patriot, a racer. He just loves his country. Now, what do you want to do for the American people since you're running for Congress and you're trying to get that rhino out of the spot that you deserve?
Yeah, well, our framers set up this country to be run by we the people. And in fact, the government operates under our consent. So that means that the government doesn't have authoritarian control over we the people. And my biggest aim with going to Congress is simply restoring the right status and right place of our Constitution and making sure that people understand that Constitution, making sure our government backs down and complies with that Constitution.
Awesome. You're right. The Constitution's everything. The Constitution's there for a reason, and they made this system for that reason.
Yeah, even more so, it's important for people, all of us, to understand that our Constitution is merely a document that codifies our rights that are God-given. Our rights are natural rights that are given by God, and those have no relationship to our citizenship. Okay, the Constitution is a great document that documents and codifies exactly what God has given us and more, but it's important for us to remember that most of our rights that are vital and important come from God. And so it's not a matter of us going to the government and saying, can we please have our rights? It's a matter of us holding our government accountable to make sure that they don't infringe upon our God-given rights.
Oh yeah, God bless that. Amen to that one. Now, is it Governor Slee, the governor of Washington? Kingsley. So Governor Kingsley.
It's actually Inslee, but
Inslee. Oh, Kingsley. Oh, okay. So Governor Kingsley, but it's Inslee now.
Yeah, it's either the end. It's the end of the kingship.
How is all the lockdowns and how the governor of Washington? How has it impacted you or the people around you in your district?
Well, it's terrible in Washington. I mean, we have a governor that for going on basically 2 years now has emergency powers, and it's just complete authoritarian, totalitarianist control over the state. The truth is that most of the rational people in the state don't follow his edicts because they're not rules. They're not laws. They're simply recommendations at best. And so he's not going to get reelected. I'm absolutely shocked that he got reelected the last time. But it's kind of the West Coast swing. There's some of the most restrictive situations in Washington, Oregon, and California as a result of people who are in the governor's seat that just simply shouldn't be there. They're not qualified.
I completely agree with that, and I'm glad you're here, and we met, and we're going to get this figured out, and Dan Newhouse, you are un-American, anti-American. You need to be voted out, and you need to go live on your life in peace in the state of Washington or wherever you're going to live.
Yeah.
We're going to put Jerrod into office in the state of Washington. You got to vote for this man if you're in District 4.
Let me just say one thing about Dan Newhouse, or a couple things. First of all, Dan Newhouse voted to impeach the most productive, pro-American president of our entire lives. He voted for a January 6th commission that is an absolute and complete waste of our tax dollars and is a sham. A partisan sham that we're seeing play out now. He also voted just 2 or 3 weeks ago. He voted to spend $400 million more of our tax dollars on a vaccine tracking software system. This guy is not a conservative. He is not part of the Freedom Caucus. Every single time I talk to one of the representatives from Congress who truly cares about America and is truly a conservative, they roll their eyes and say, Dan Newhouse is a Democrat. We need to get rid of him. He is not a Republican. He is not part of the Freedom Caucus. He does not vote with the Republicans. He votes with Pelosi more than 50% of the time. He needs to go. Washington's 4th District is a conservative, salt of the earth district filled with great people, and Dan Newhouse does not properly represent us.
God bless you, Jerrod. Now, for the audience and the people out there watching this, how can they support your campaign and follow you on any social media?
So we're across social media, Jerrod Sessler, that's JerrodSessler, JerrodSessler.com, JerrodForCongress.com. You can go on all of the social media platforms, and we're on there to communicate with us. I don't want to just say volunteer and donate, because the truth is most people are watching this, you're not going to do anything. I really, really want you to consider why it is you're not doing anything. And I would say this is difficult, because those of us who are here at events like this, people like me that are running for office, we get the threat that is at our neck. We have a threat at the neck of America like we never have seen before, and we absolutely must stand up. And I'll give you a little bit of history. During the Revolutionary War, only 3% of the population participated in the actual revolution. And somehow, by God's hand and by God's grace, America became something that is absolutely amazing. Do you want to be part of the 97%, or do you want to be part of the 3%? Because we need everyone to stand up. And that doesn't necessarily mean sending a check to my campaign. I'd love it if you did. I'd love it if you contacted us and said, hey, I've got this gift or this talent. I don't really care where you're from. When I go to Washington, D.C., I'm there to represent the country, to help run the United States as a representative from Washington's 4th District. We need help from everywhere in the country. We need help with social media. We need help with phone calling. We need help with donations. We need people to write checks and to help us. But let me tell you something. There is a massive red wave that's coming to take back the House, to take back the Senate in 2022, the midterms. And you need to get involved. Just get off your couch, do something, become a PCO, get involved in your county party, get engaged somehow.
God bless, and that's everything he just said. Get active, put the fight on, take it to DC, take it to your state, take it to your local. Get activated, get active. Let's get this job done. We're going to put America first, but before we can do that, we have to put God first back in this country. You put God first, we take this country back. God bless you, Jerrod. We're going to get you into office.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
Dan
it.
Newhouse, we're coming. You're getting out of there. God bless. This is Makasia Jackson with the JFK Report.